This next article from NPR, Fortnite fight, CEO explains why he launched war against Apple and Google. From his perch in Cary, North Carolina, Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney has launched a war against Silicon Valley powerhouse Apple and Google. Billionaire maker of the video game phenomenon Fortnite, the one with all those badass dance moves, dragged the tech giants to court last month over the 30% fee they charge them on purchases made through their app store. This is crazy, this whole thing. Thank you, Tim Sweeney, for fighting this fight. This is the pivotal antitrust lawsuit of our time. You might not be aware of this. We've been following this on this show since the start. Tim Sweeney had some guts to do what he did. Obviously, they have enough income through other sources that they're able to fight this fight, but they got tired of paying this 30% app fee from Apple and Google, so they just decided they were going to stop paying it, and then they got booted off of Apple and iOS stores. So Google doesn't have any defense for the antitrust. They don't. Apple has a defense that's going to be interesting to hear in their case. They're trying to say, no, the customer isn't getting less and paying more because we have a monopoly. For more information about that, you should look up the Standard Oil Rockefeller antitrust case. For the definition of antitrust, which is where the monopoly is causing the customers to pay more for the same product that they would have gotten from their competition because they have monopoly. It's not, the antitrust laws aren't there to protect your business. They're there to protect the customers. That's the key thing to understand. Hyper-competitive is not the difference. Same thing as antitrust. Hyper-competitive is good for customers. Antitrust is bad. So Google, obviously, when you pay Google 30% fee on the App Store, obviously you're paying more and you're getting less because you are not getting Fortnite, and now you're paying that 30% fee. And you're continuing to pay that 30% fee, but now you don't have Fortnite. So obviously they don't have a defense. This is why Tim Sweeney did this. He's the man. Thank you, Tim. Let's just look at his picture one more time. Yes, this is my favorite nerd in the world. So Apple, they have a defense that they're going to try in court that I think is very interesting. They say, no, you get more when we have a private ecosystem and we're able to control everything because you get more security. Bullshit. Bullshit. Now, judges are not known for being very tech savvy. I don't think that they'll fall for that. I think as for having an excuse, yes, they did. They did have a rebuttal. They did. But as anybody who's familiar with cracking iPhones, the iBoot software was cracked. I'm not going to speak too much about it. I never saw the source code. I don't know what you're talking about. But they released the iBoot firmware, and is it obvious? I don't know. So you can crack their iPhones now with a device that you can buy from some Israeli firm. And they can crack it very fast. It doesn't take very long to crack your password with their device. So no, you are not actually giving me more and then I'm paying less. You're not. That's not the way it goes because first off, on the vast majority of computers, I could change the operating system. I can't do that on the iOS device. It's not like Android where I can go download some mod kit and then get some badass thing. It's basically they took the same computer that I would get from someone else and then they locked it down so they could have a monopoly on it. And then they want everybody to pay 30% for every charge. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I mean, it's one thing if it's like Walmart is like a hyper competitive business. So when they charge, I mean, they have to charge X% on everything that's in there because they have to house the merchandise and sell it. But what Apple is doing, it's like they just created a money machine where all they do is block everybody else out so they can't, you can't use the hardware. You're not able to use their APIs to program with unless you pay their fee. They got a developer's fee. It's like $100 a month or a year. Sorry. And then there's the 30% app store fee. And so that means that they're getting a chunk out of everything. So their thing is, their excuse is, but we have a closed ecosystem, allows us to make everything more tailored. Like, okay, well, so that means for your stuff, it makes it more tailored and custom, but then for everybody else's stuff, then it's not as nice, right? Or, yeah. Oh, so then you mean I pay more and get less? Oh, it's not going to work. Obviously, this line of reasoning doesn't go very far because you say, well, how about outside of your ecosystem, right? How about for the Mac users who use open source, who don't rely on your closed source software? What do they get out of it? They're not really allowed to use our stuff. Actually, they have to consent to the developer's license thing. Oh, so that means you have a monopoly. Oh, okay. So thank you, Tim Sweeney. This is incredibly interesting. If you want to read the rest of this article, you can look it up on NPR, or you can find it at realsimplenews.net/issue 106 for the show. And this time it actually is the end of the show. Thank you very much for watching Real Simple News with Cale McCullough on Tuesday, September 15th, which is now Wednesday, September 16th at 5:33 a.m. I've been up here since 10 a.m., so that's 7 hours and 15 minutes with a 15-minute break. And I got through all of the stuff on the intro. Right, we got Pooh Bear, Kim Kardashian, Tim Sweeney, Joe Magoo Biden, the McLaughlins, and that's it. Cool. Good to go. So again, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Cale McCullough. I'm captain of the Kabuki Starship, which is an open source software project you can find on GitHub. And I'm trying to build a space simulator. So they call me Captain Kabuki. I've been reading you RSS news articles from the intellectual dark web. And as I say every time, thank you very much for watching. Farewell, aloha, sayonara, peace be with you, and Godspeed in your journeys.